Hello, Leo. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Light Seers Tarot by Chris Ann, Supportive Oracle Cards, Chakra Wisdom Oracle Cards by Tori Hartman, illustrated by Gretchen Raish Baskin. I've mentioned it in, I think, all the other videos so far. If you're looking for cards, you might want to look up a person's name and see what other cards are connected to them. I think I looked up Stacy DeMarco and I found a website that she's connected with, and she has there's a bunch of people there with a lot of different cards. So if you're a card enthusiast or you know someone who is, Stacy DeMarco was I think that was the one that was connected to a lot of different things. Might be something of interest to you. Just thought I'd throw it out there to you. All right, what do we got going for Leo? Okay, we'll see what that's talking about. Got to get there first, right? All right, so starting off, you've got a really good card trumping this. So it's starting off with perception and grief, but you have the King of Cups here. So I think the reason we have all three of these together is it's something you're very emotionally connected to. Is it a person? Could be a person. Something is very intense emotional connection. And you're worried that it's going to go a bad direction. For some of you, I think it might be a pet. I don't know why. Kind of like I'm worried about my pet. Other people, it might be a person or a job where you're like, I've enjoyed this a lot, I want to keep it, but there's problems going on here, and a change might happen that I really don't want, but I might not be able to do anything about it. That's where it's starting. You've got the Two of Pentacles with expansion in the environment. Choices are being made. Choices, other people or somebody else, even if it's the universe, kind of like the universe is choosing something. Something else is being made here. A choice is being made, though. With the Two of Pentacles in the expansion, I feel like you might be looking at this like, well, it depends on what way it goes, what I'm going to do next. I think that's why we're showing the Two of Pentacles in the environment. Depending how this shakes out, that'll depend on what I do next. There's definitely a change coming in here. When I'm getting expansion, I'm getting a big change. A big change. And it's like, when I'm also getting expansion, it's kind of like the decision made now is going to cause something later. It's kind of like if somebody says they're going to put their house up for sale today, that means at some point they're going to move. Just because they decide they're going to do it today doesn't mean they're moving out today. It means they have to go through the process, and probably within the year they're going to move in somewhere else. You see, that's what I mean. That's what I'm getting with expansion. The choice is made today for it to happen, but the actual event may be down the road a little bit. It may cause other things to happen. Again, I don't know why I'm doing this, but here we go. If you're choosing to sell your house today, it may be like today, that's all I'm thinking. I'm going to sell this to get rid of it. But literally, it's going to cause other choices to be made. Where else am I going to live? What other type of terrain do I want to live at? Do I want to still be in this town or this city? Do I want to live in the country? Do I want to live in this state? A lot of things are coming from this one moment. There's a lot coming from this. So I feel like maybe I may play that down a little too much. This is a big thing. This is a big thing. And I feel like this is annoying a little bit because you're like, you don't have the ability to help make this decision. It's just going to happen, and whatever that results in pushes you forward to the next level. This made? Okay. The decision once made, because that's the Two of Pentacles. I'm like, I don't feel like this is happening in 5 seconds, but once the decision is made, a done deal is a done deal. So if somebody, for example, is deciding they're going to move or they're going to lay off people or they're going to, whatever they're going to do, they take their time making that decision, but they're not discussing it with you. Once they've made up their mind, bam, Eight of Wands. Their decision comes forward quickly. They've already made up their mind by the time it comes forward. It's like, you know what I mean? It's already done. It's kind of like somebody saying, I'm going to sell my house, and then you look out in their front yard and they got the for sale sign and all that other stuff. They already contacted a broker, or what do you call them? Not a broker. A real estate agent. So they've already taken the steps. It's already happening. They're just letting you know it's happening. Passion, soulmate, and the Eight of Wands. It's just kind of like, all right, this. I feel like whatever the decision is, you're like, okay, then I can move. It's like first. I feel like at first you're kind of like, well, at least I know what to do. At least I can do something now. Now the ball is back in my court. Now the ball is back in Leo's court. Now, all right, at least we're not just hanging out here waiting for a decision to be made. I know the decision. I can act accordingly to what I need to do. That soulmate card is dipping down towards the environment, by the way. So I really do feel like whatever the decision is definitely for the best of the other party, be it one person or a situation, whatever it is. It's best for the other. I don't think it's in your best interest, but I don't think it's against you either. Like how this affects you wasn't really factored in, if that makes sense. They go forward and they're executing this. Completion with the Page of Swords. They literally they made their decision, they just go forward and do it. Completion, they're done. Everything just seems to take a life of its own. Everything just moves forward. They're not really forthcoming in telling you stuff, but with the Page of Swords, it's kind of like, for example, they're putting up their house for sale. All of a sudden you notice all the lawn furniture is gone. The curtains are down. You can see that the place is empty. The lights have been turned off. Like, there's no car in the garage anymore. Like, it's quite odd. Like, I feel like you're getting the message that it's done. They're not telling you. You're just seeing the evidence of it. Okay. They made up their mind, and instead of them telling you everything they're doing or what they've done, you're just seeing the evidence of what, you know what I mean? Seriously, like everything's, the lawn, there's no more lawn furniture, the curtains are gone, you can see the place is empty, the lights are all off. Obviously they moved. Obviously they're gone. You've got the Five of Pentacles with the dissipating, which is telling me it just kind of like, it's just kind of going away. It's just like the situation is just going on. You doing anything about it doesn't seem to be a factor here. It's just like whoever made this decision just took care of it and did it all on their own, and there they go. And again, empty house, no curtains, dark inside. It's okay. I feel like you're just kind of looking at it like, oh, okay, I guess they're gone. There's not a lot of communication. When I'm getting that Page of Swords, it's interesting. They're just leaving the evidence out there for you to see. I think that's another thing with the Page of Swords. Like, they're kind of telling you, but indirectly. They're just leaving the evidence there in front of you. Like, the evidence is there in front of you. They're not telling you personally, but the evidence is there in front of you. I'm noticing vanity between you and whoever this is. It says vanity. I want to say vindictive. So take that with a grain of salt. It doesn't mean that it is. But that might be why this is happening this way. Like, maybe somebody's a little angry or something. Take it with a grain of salt. I am feeling that, though. Kind of like, they're like, I don't have to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you, but I'm going to make sure you know what happened. I also feel like you're not really happy with this. But at the same time, I feel your energy going. They don't want to talk to me. Guess what? I don't want to talk to them either. It's fine. It seems like, however this is playing out, it's a weird ending. Feels very uncomfortable to me. Now, when this is finishing off here, because this is coming, whatever this is, it is coming to an end. I feel like they're saying, acknowledge your feelings, acknowledge that you're not happy, but move towards the new. Whatever's replacing this, move towards that. Because I feel like Leo is good at that. Like, if your energy is centering towards, somebody made you upset and you need to tell them that you're upset, you can center it that way if you decide to. But if you also are kind of like, you know what, I could do that, or instead of going over there and going out of my way to tell this person that I'm sick of them, I could actually just go get something else done that I need done anyway and just ignore them And by the time the day is over, I have this progress versus having to have dealt with them. I don't need to tell them what I feel about them. It doesn't matter. They don't matter. I'm done with them. I'm going to go. Like you, I feel like this is really, I don't know if maybe this sounds dumb that I'm saying this, but Leo can really do that. If you decide I'm not going to do that and you go in a different direction and you physically do something else, you can avoid somebody very easily if you decide to. If you've decided it's more important that somebody knows they didn't get the better of you and you need to tell them that energy will win out if you've decided that's more important. I feel like if you just need to make a quick decision, what's more important? Going over there and getting something that's better for you in the long run, or going over here and telling this person to stuff it? Whatever you find is more important, you're going to go towards. And just move on it immediately, you'll be fine. I feel like this energy is like, if you go and tell this person to stuff it, I'm just going to keep using that analogy, it just seems to keep perpetuating. Because I feel like they keep coming back and driving you nuts. And then you're like, oh no, and you go back and you tell them. And it just feels like it keeps going back like a ping pong match. If you just step out of it, they'll keep throwing ping pong balls, but like it's almost like all they have on them is 5 ping pong balls. Once they use up their 5 ping pong balls, if you don't hit that ping pong ball back, I don't know why I'm using that. You don't hit it back, they have nothing left to play with. So if you're overdoing something else and you're just kind of like, don't have time for ping pong, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to take care of this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Nope, no ping pong. You might I feel like it might happen up to 5 times. As long as you don't give any energy to it, you don't pay attention to it, you just keep centering on what you're doing and what you want to get done, it'll stop. This is on your side balance. So what I just explained is basically, I feel like they're warning you a little bit. If you decide you want to play ping pong, then that is your business. You do what you want to do. I just don't feel like you're going to enjoy it. It's just going to be more of an annoyance, and you're just going to be like, well, I was playing ping pong with this wacko, I could have got all that stuff done. I could have had all this out of the way. I could have moved that there. I could have got that done. I would have been enjoying a nice hamburger next to the pool. But no, I had to mess with them, and now I still have to do all that stuff, and I don't have time to make a hamburger. I'm probably going to have to eat Rice Krispies out of a bowl. That's going to be dinner tonight because I was busy dealing with this person. You know what I mean? They're saying basically the balance is what means more to you. Because that ping pong match will just keep going. It'll just keep going. It'll just keep going. It's just a waste of time. This is also in the environment, confusion. Whoever you're dealing with, there's a lot going on around them. I don't see them thinking about what's going on as much as just reacting. I feel like this happens with people who get too deep into confusion. Like they just get used to just reacting to things, just reacting, which kind of lends to more confusion. Which might be another reason why you don't want to get involved in this ping pong match, whatever this is. Because they're just going to, like, every time you hit the ball over to them, they're just going to be like, oh, I got to hit that back. Oh, I got to hit that back. They'll just keep playing the game without really thinking about it is what I'm getting. Which I don't know what that's about. There's confusion here. Which, that's why they're saying the sooner you give up on it and just let it be, it'll just kind of dissipate. When the ball stops happening, they'll go off and do what they got to do. Whoever this is, by the way, I feel like that's it. Like, there's not going to be much communication. After this, only what you have to do is what's going to happen. So, like, if this is a divorce, for example, the only communication you're going to have with this person is what you legally have to. So if you have kids with this person, for example, you'll connect on that subject, but it'll probably be very cold at that. But it's just about the details, and you won't deal with each other any more than you must. If this is a situation where you're just going your separate ways, maybe it's a job situation, once you're out of it, there's no more communication. Like, this is like, whoever this is, it's like, it's a shut right down. That's where that's ending. Okay, so we're just going to let that be there. They're giving you that ending. Like, this is when it's done, it's done. Okay. Thank you for watching. I hope that helps. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.